We got the whole world. In our hands we got the whole world. In our hands we got the whole world. In our hands we got the whole in our hands.
I was in the Rick's preschool program from the age of 3 until I started kindergarten.
I first learned about Kidango 25 years ago when I was looking for a place to put my son David. He was 2 at the time and I was in graduate school for psychology. Someone sent us to the Rick Center at Kidango. And when I first came to Kidango, I felt really good about it. There was a warm response from the director and the teachers seemed friendly. It was a very diverse place, lots of different things happening at Kidango. David seemed kind of happy for a 2-year-old to be there and it felt like a place I could leave him.
And I mostly remember my teachers, including one in particular, Teacher Pat.
One of the things about Dave is he didn't sleep very well.
And I remember how she always tried to get me to take a nap.
So they thought if they put him outside and had him run around the playground, that he might get tired and sleep.
I just remember it felt like a game to me. I loved it.
I don't think it was very successful, but it turned out that running for David turned out to be really important for him.
Later on, when I was in high school, I became a runner, and that's actually how I paid my way through college. I got a collegiate scholarship in cross-country running, and I would always tell everyone that my career started at Kidango with those laps that Teacher Pat made me run around the playground before nap time.
I thank Kidango for my son's college education.
Skip to my loo, loo, loo. Skip to my loo, loo, loo. Skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling.
Our curriculum for infants are basically the love that they need. The curriculum is mostly when we're changing their diaper, having that conversation with them when you're changing their diaper, and even talking to them while they're eating about the food that they're eating, and just taking care of them. As they grow a little bit older, then we start introducing regular cups to them and spoons and forks and how to eat and having them clean up after themselves. We do work with them to encourage them to learn all these steps.
Children are different. They need us. They need adults who respect them, who love them, who accept them the way they are. They learn about the values of life. And that's the beauty of Kidango, because in our school, we prepare children for life.
The emergent curriculum is, again, very child-focused. We don't just set out activities to have them just do something.
The most important is that we follow the child's interest.
Right now, my kids' interests are in painting, so I'll plan something painting-based. You have to go with what you see the child doing, because that's your window of opportunity. And if you miss it, you might not be able to get it back. If you keep it to their interests, which Kidango really reinforces, they won't get bored, because you're valuing what they are showing you, and they know that.
Much of my work for Kidango has been in the role of mental health consultant. Social emotional development is really the foundation for later learning. So a qualified mental health consultant can really support classrooms in understanding how to meet all children's needs. But what is it about the Kidango experience that really supports development for children? One of the most important things, of course, is the wealth of child development knowledge that all the teachers have and that they bring into the classrooms, but also the understanding how important nurturing relationships are, not just between the children and the teachers, but also between the teachers and the parents.
Skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling.
Reggie and Devin were born early at 28 weeks. I had them when I was about 22 years old. I began to think that Reggie and Devin had a special need when they were about 3 to 6 months old, when Reggie wasn't able to turn his head from one side to the other. He was behind in his developmental milestones. They basically stayed home for the first year and a half. I heard about Kidango through the boys' case manager through the regional center of the East Bay, and he put us in touch with Kidango because he felt that there were some services that Kidango was able to provide for the boys to help them with their development and their speech. I was really happy to see that I can get those services and they can be helped. When I dropped them off at the center, they were very caring. I saw that the boys were able to play with the teachers and the specialists in the room. I noticed that they were in good hands and they were learning at the same time.
That's right. There's the yellow right there.
Kidango has been very helpful for myself, Reggie, and Devin. They've helped address a lot of my concerns about the development, about their health, things like that I had troubles addressing with their doctors because I didn't feel that I had a voice really, and they helped guide me along the way. It's given me a lot of confidence as a parent. Kidango has really helped the boys socially and developmentally. They've reached all their milestones. There's some milestones that they're hitting at an earlier time. I'm actually graduating in June of this year from school with my bachelor's degree in business administration. I would never have this opportunity if I wasn't able to have the boys in Kidango. I'm able to know that while I'm at school full-time throughout the whole day, that they are receiving care. Kidango has been really, really helpful in, just as a parent, as a student. I can't ask for anything else right now.
There has been a family. They were pretty much in need of any kind of help that was offered to them. Kidango has a lot of ties to the agencies that provide help, so we referred them. And at the same time, we did a little bit additional. We would, provide them clothing and things they needed for the home. This wasn't something done from the agency. This was something the staff felt comfortable doing for this family. The family do appreciate it. Here and there, they send us a thank you note, which it feels good.
My immediate future hope for Kidango is to stay on the same path that we've been already.
I would love to see every child to have this opportunity.
How much love that they get here in the classrooms from these staff does impact them when they're older.
I would love to see more centers start coming up because I just believe in it wholeheartedly.
Kidango, I think, really looks to not just the future of the children while they're in the program, but forever, just like with David, my own son, about knowing how much a good start and a good foundation for him has meant to him. I want that for all the children that go to Kidango.
One thing I always tell my kids the last day that they're in my room is that no matter where you go, I'll be there. You won't see me, but I'll be in the back of your mind somewhere. And I just hope only the best.
In our hands we've got a little America. In our hands we've got a little Africa. In our hands we've got the whole world in our hands. We've got a little Australia. In our hands we've got a little Antarctica. In our hands we've got a little Europe. In our hands we've got the whole world in our